perfect. It's you two. I have a commission here that has your names written all over it. And
The only ones for the job? Huh. If our help is really that important, it's probably some Archon class commission, right?
the Adventurers Guild doesn't employ that kind of classification. All it asks us to do is to find a missing person.
Huh? Then why did you say we were the only ones for...
I came across this commission while reviewing our backlog. It seems simple, but our records indicate that over a dozen successive efforts to complete it have all ended in failure, despite attempts by several accomplished and renowned. With the reputation of the Adventurers Guild and the performance of the Sumeru branch at stake, it's in our best interest to assign this
Well, that's us for sure.
If it proves to be beyond your capabilities as well, I'll talk to the commission.
Okay, so who are we looking for? And what is it?
This commission was jointly issued by the residents of Vimara Village. They say one of their own villagers has... But the problem is, they don't know the missing person.
They're all from the same village, but they don't even know his name? If so many adventurers have failed to complete this commission...
Unlikely. Several villagers came by to issue the commission, and besides, putting up a commission requires a processing fee. There aren't many upsides to a prank that costs more. In any case, it would probably be best to go to Vimara Village and ask around first. The Adventurers Guild...
All right then, let's go! Paimon's starting to get really curious about...
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
We made it to Vimara Village! Why don't we talk to some of the villagers to learn a little bit more about the missing guy? If this commission is really as challenging as Catherine made it out to be, we're gonna need to carry out a very detailed investigation.
Hello there. You looking to buy something?
Oh, no, we're adventurers.
So you're here about that, then. You're not the first. To be honest, we aren't holding out much hope. Many adventurers have made their way. We've pretty much had it up to here in questions, and the area around the village has practically been overturned.
So, this person we're looking for, what's his name?
I don't know. I really...
Okay, guess you're really...
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to sound short with you. I was actually just giving... I know it may seem like we don't have anything to offer by way of information, but I promise you, we all have a very strong impression. We just don't know the specifics. Maybe we did at one point. At least that's what everyone in the village seems to think.
All right, specifics aside, that...
Young guy, in his early 20s probably. Incredibly kind sort of person, always willing to lend a helping hand. I'd chat with him when I didn't have any customers. I even saw him stick out his neck for others on more than one occasion.
Now that you've started talking about him, you don't seem nearly as down in the dumps.
But of course, everyone in the village is There aren't many young people like him nowadays. So genuine.
Could he have just moved away without telling?
No, he's not the type to leave without saying goodbye. And anyway, moving...
All right, thanks for the information.
Into the wind!
It's that guests I hear.
Hi, Grandpa Amadea. We're here to help you look for the guy that's gone missing.
So that's what brings you to these parts. Coming all this way for our sake. That's so...
Could you tell us a bit about him?
Of course. I'm happy with my failing eyesight. I'm afraid I can't offer much about his appearance. I don't think his parents are still living in the village. But somehow he never seemed lonely. He would often take time to visit the elderly. And whenever someone had something on their mind, as the village chief, I owe him many thanks, helping villagers navigate.
Wow, he seems like such a nice and gentle person, but, you wouldn't happen to know any details about his name, address, or family?
I'm ashamed to admit it, but I just can't remember.
It's okay. There's no need to force yourself to Well, Traveler, what do you think? Paimon thinks so too. Like, the name thing. And nobody has been able to tell us anything about his family or where he lived. It's like this guy's been erased away. So you're saying it... Okay, Paimon's gonna need some time to process that one.
You two are the adventurers who just arrived, right?
Yep, sure are. We were just looking into the case.
I'm so glad to hear that. Thank goodness you haven't given up. I've been so worried. My name is Atosa, by the way. I grew up here in Vimara Village. Anyway, I just wanted to say, please keep searching for a missing villager. I'm begging you. You have to find him.
Yeah, no need to worry. We'll give it our best shot. So, were you close to the missing villager? Are there any leads you can give us?
I'm not sure this counts as a lead, but follow me.
Time to go.
Is this the place?
Yep. I know it doesn't look like much, but this place is very neat. We used to always sit together under this tree and talk. Sometimes we would look up at the clouds in the sky. I was actually adopted by the people of Vimara Village. I was surrounded by such good people, and growing up in the village...
Alone?
How should I put it? When something's everyone has their own problems to deal with. Even if I might want to confide in others... Really? You know exactly how I feel?
Aww.
Wow, that sounds really nice. You're quite lucky. When it comes to our missing, no matter what came my way, I knew I could... He was so thoughtful and pure. And patient, too. Whenever I talked to him, he would... Ever since he disappeared, there's been... No, none of those things
Wow. You two must have been really... Did he ever tell you anything about himself?
He mostly just talked about interesting... Oh, right! I did ask him about his parents once. I didn't know whether that meant they had left the village or passed away.
Still not much to...
Look at me. Talking your ear off, and still the last time I talked this much in one go would... come to think of it. Every time we talked, time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like...
Well, time always seems to pass slower when you're relaxed, right? What's wrong, Traveler? Hey, look at those hilly trails over there. The Abyss Order. Uh-oh, we've been spotted! Quick!
One with nature. Into the wind. The wind knows me. One with with nature. Clouds high, the birds call.
Hey!
Fly!
Into the wind.
Transfixed! Commendable.
The wind knows me.
Witness my rise.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night. One with nature.
Hide this on the side! Hide!
The wind knows me. One with nature.
Laid bare. Thank you so much. I wasn't expecting monsters.
It was no trouble.
Now that I think about it, the healing children seem agitated and would often attack anything in sight.
Maybe the Abyss Order... Well, we should head back and check out the situation in Vimara Village just in... Wait a second. That person... It's Dainsland!
Ah, it's you two.
Oh, a friend of yours? Well, I'll leave you all to it then. I should head back.
Yep, see you later, Atosa! Why do you always have to pop up out of nowhere like that? Is it your life's mission to jump scare us or something?
It's hardly personal, or intentional for that matter.
Ah, so you're here to investigate the Abyss Order then.
Naturally. Hold on. Are you not here for the same purpose? No matter. It may have taken you a while. The Abyss Order is most certainly planning something in this area.
So you think the Abyss Order is behind the Hilly Trail activity?
As things stand, I highly doubt that is their primary motive. I would imagine the increased hillage.
Still, the Hilly Trail activity is causing a lot of problems for the people here.
The best way to protect them is by figuring out what the Abyss Order is truly planning. That is how we prevent further tragedy. And you shall have them. I never intended to hide anything. Don't worry. There should be ample time to talk. Ah, so that was the commission that brought you here to view someone who seems to only exist in people's memories. That is indeed quite intriguing. It appears all we have by way of clues is increased hilichurl activity, and that is certainly not much.
Right! That mysterious voice he heard in his sister's memory. The one who...
Traveler, let me ask you this. Do you believe your sibling to have betrayed you? I sense hesitation in your words. After all, you still haven't figured out the whole truth of what happened. There's still hope for the two of you to reconcile. Irreparable damage has not yet been done. The sinner you wish to know about, his situation is different. He and his fellow sinners have long been... His name is Vederfolnir, the Visionary. I'm loath to admit it, but he is also my kin, my older brother.
Your brother?
There were 5 of them, the 5 sinners of Kanria, the wise Roptatir, the visionary Vederfolnir, Gold Rhindaughter, the foul Sertalogi, and Rehir of Solnari, Rerir. No matter how eroded my memory may become, I will never forget their names.
Wait, some of those names sound really familiar. Rhindaughter is the one who created Albedo. Certology is, and the one we just learned about, Dane's brother, Vedafulnir. If he was the voice of the sinner, then the one who inspired...
They were once people of great esteem in Canria. Those who carried the hopes of the nation. 6 of us. Together. We should have been the ones to prevent the disaster. Yet, deep within, the 5 of them craved something more. They could not resist the call, so they became sinners, but also transcendent beings, each in possession of work. And when the cataclysm occurred, not one of them stood up in defense of their nation. Not one came forward to prevent. Indeed, if they are not stopped, the day is sure to come when they, of course. As I said...
So, Dane, what have you been looking...
I've continued to investigate the questions surrounding the Loom of Fate. By retrieving the eye of the first field tiller, we were able to stop part of their plan from coming to fruition.
Oh, Paimon remembers! Weren't they going to use it to corrupt Osial and make a god or something?
Indeed. However, it's obvious that was just some sort of technical experiment. The eye was integral to their plan, yet somehow, despite failing to obtain it, there are many signs pointing to that effect.
Then, what should we do?
Our most pressing concern is to determine the purpose of the Loom of Fate. Based on the intel I've gathered so far, I suspect the Loom of Fate is related to...
The ley lines?
Traveler, you were able to observe your siblings' memories last time, yes? My recent investigation has shown that Abyss Order activity in a particular area is...
Wait! Then our commission here in Vimara Village. The person who seems to exist
It's certainly possible. I'll join your investigation tomorrow.
Well, if we're teaming up with Dane again, we're gonna need all the energy we can get. Let's try investigating somewhere a little further. So tired. Paimon used way too much brain juice yesterday. It's all Dane's fault saying all that comp. Well, let's go find Dane. We've got to... Dane? Hello, Dane? Why are you just zoning? Did something happen?
The missing person from your commission.
Oh, young guy? Early 20s? Seriously, Dane, what's going on?
There appear to be certain memories in my mind that... memories of him.
Maybe we just talked too much about him yesterday?
No, it wasn't a dream. And I'm certain I've never met this person before. I remember handing him the eye of the first field tiller.
What? Okay, so this missing person definitely has something to do with the Abyss Order then!
Indeed. And it appears he possesses the ability to...
Wait then. All the memories the villagers have of him, could they be fake too? But why would he do something like that?
Whatever the Abyss Order is planning, an important truth has been...
What sort of truth?
That their goal is still to obtain the eye of the first field tiller. I am the only person who knows its location. Perhaps, implanting that particular... Your concerns are not entirely unfounded. I don't believe the Abyss Order is... However, considering their single-minded pursuit of the eye, I would see and come with me. We must check whether the eye...
Oh, so you're going to take us to where you hid it?
course.
I knew you'd miss me.
Just what will we come across? The wind knows me.
So you hid it way out here? Not an easy place. Well, let's go check to see if it's safe.
Traveler, wait. We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
Hey, wait up!
Let's do this.
Time to go. Time to go. Into the wind.
This is where
It appears the mechanisms here have changed over time. You can access the upper floor through the side door. Perhaps you should try reactivating the mechanism over there.
Clouds high, the birds come.
Make sure all the runes are pointing in the direction indicated by the light. That should unlock the mechanism. The door's open. Let's go. Our destination is just up ahead.
Looks like we can't go any further.
Be on your guard. I sense the presence of the...
It's the Abyss Order! They're here!
This shall not be my
Desolation!
The wind knows me.
Time to shine!
As one with wind and cloud.
I hear children singing. Life is not eternal.
Into the wind. Fallen leaves, adorn my night! One with nature.
Stop!
Into the wind. Time to go. The wind knows me. Clouds high, the birds call. One with nature.
Let my name echo in song!
The wind knows me.
Strike a pose!
Into the wind. One with wind and cloud. One with nature.
Just as I suspected. The false memories were a trap. The Abyss Order just... Now that they're in the vicinity, we should have a chance to see...
Dane? What's wrong?
Can you feel that? There's been a disturbance.
Wow, you must be really sensitive to that sort of thing.
You too. Do as I say. Use that mechanism over there and leave this place. The Abyss Order is putting something in motion. If you return to Vimara Village, I suspect just think of it as a way to divide and conquer. I knew going along with your trap would be the only way to meet with you face to face.
You risked your safety and that of the Eye? That's quite the gamble, Dainsleif. But I believe that
So you came here all on your own?
when the Twilight Sword is prepared for battle, any army I could send would only be marching to their doom. Bet I know you must have a lot to say. But if it's a conversation you want, you'll have to defeat me first.
The Abyss Order's on the move. The ley lines are all out of whack. We better hurry back to Vimara Village and see what's going on. Hey, look at those hilly churls over there. Weren't they acting super agitated just a little while ago? Where are they?
In the New World, they bade farewell to the shrouded sun. At last, they no longer needed to dwell on their suffering. Such was the price they paid, and thus their souls became...
Did you hear that? Well, it sounded so gentle. Oh, this is weird. Let's check...
Time to go.
Looks like the same thing is happening over here, too. The hilly churl...
You see, we're both... We've reclaimed an endless amount of time. Release your tears. You no longer...
Over there. It looks like they're sleeping.
In the end, he whispered, "Sleep well, Father." When you awake, that which differentiates.
It almost sounds like a poem or... Well, now that the hilly trolls have calmed down, let's put this situation to the side for now. Dane said this might be our chance to... Grandpa Medea, is everyone all right? The Abyss Order seems...
The Abyss Order? Thank you for your concern.
Well, that's good to hear. Oh, also, you didn't happen to come across any...
Someone's gone missing, you say?
Huh? Well, you know, the young guy from Vimara Village. The one you... That's kind of the whole reason we're here, actually.
Ah, I do apologize. At least right now, I can't seem to recall...
But how is that? Something's definitely not right. We just talked to Grandpa. What do you think, Traveler? Could everyone's memories of the missing villager have been erased? You're right. We should narrow down the
Someone's gone missing? Who?
Just as expected. That guy you said a bunch of nice things about her? He's around 20 years old, and you said he was a kind, warm-hearted...
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Really? You remember?
There aren't many young people who've earned that kind of praise from me. Then there's only one person who fits the bill. No doubt about it. Yeah, I just saw him leave the village. There was someone else with him, too.
Strange. Bayram seems to remember him. And apparently do you think maybe it's not that there's something wrong with people's memories?
If we really did travel back to a time before he disappeared, time travel is extremely difficult to perform. If this person only exists in people...
Right! Paimon totally forgot about the ley line disturbances. We're in some... Just like how you entered your sibling's memory last time. That would also explain why we seem to be at a time before he went missing. Right. If he's someone who only exists in... But didn't Bayron just say that he saw him leave the village? Who knows how long this ley line disturbance is gonna last? We might not have that much time. A good idea. That'll help us narrow things. We pretty much figured out that the missing villager has the ability to... Right! That! Can we try to figure out more of... Like, does it maybe leave a trace that...
There's a difference between memories that arise from lived... All the memories seem to be set in or near Vimara village. No. If time was allowed to pass within the false memories, there's a high...
No wonder! All this time and the sky hasn't changed a bit! That's the tell of the fake memories! The implanted memories are basically taking place outside of the regular 24 hours of the day. If the memories included the regular passage of time, it would be like there could be overlap or something. People might start to wonder why they remembered. That's why he makes sure the memories take place at a specific...
The color of the sky coincides with the... Dainsliff had memories implanted into his mind. We thought Chief Amadea forgot about the missing villager, but it turns out...
Oh, right! That's exactly what it...
Come to think of it, Every time we talked, time always passed by really slowly. Even when it...
Yep, that has to be it. This is definitely it. Yeah, that's where the...
So, you see, Granny Jahiet was a mercenary when she was younger. She just talks like that out of habit. She's not trying to scare the children on purpose. Oh, there I go again. Always talking about my own things. It's okay if you don't. You could...
Oh, I think you're an incredibly strong and you'll meet many amazing people and live a very happy life. You won't miss someone like me.
Huh? Are those your friends over there?
Oh, right. This version of Atosa hasn't met us yet.
Friends? I guess you could say that. It must have taken them a lot of effort to find me. So, I should see what they need.
Another time, huh? Yeah.
It's nice to see you, Traveler. I believe this is the first time we've met.
Born into abject sorrow, he shall now be... You're... Kari Bear Alberic.
Oh. You know me? That's quite the surprise. I don't believe I've met you before. Oh, I see. It was the memory, wasn't it? Your sibling's memory. You saw... This is Atosa's memory. I came here to say goodbye to her. But I suppose I'll just leave her a message instead. Come, let's find somewhere else to talk. I suppose you could call it the realm of my consciousness. I'm someone who no longer exists. It's nothing. I still have enough strength to play the part of a good host. Extreme sorrow and pain. Hope and regret coursing through your veins. And a degree of a... Father told me that once I possessed all those elements, I would become the loom of fate. But despite his intentions for me, I never truly became the loom of fate. In truth, I died the moment I set everything in motion. The person you see before you now is nothing but a remnant of conscience. As for your question, The Loom of Fate is a device capable of weaving ley lines. In its primitive form, it can only be used to create and implant memories. But as more of it is completed, its power becomes stronger and stronger. Once fully completed, the moment it gains the power to weave ley lines, it loses the lower-level ability to influence memories. But it also becomes a tool that can change the entire world. Yes, I have the ability to control the loom in its semi-completed form. I suppose you can think of it as a form after all. Its existence cost me my... that. I was wrong to implant those memories. I'm sorry, I just wanted them to feel like I once existed as if... I know what you must be thinking. Why would I do something so meaningless? But I just couldn't. I had to know what it would be like if I had my own life. What kind of person I would be. Chief Ahmadiyya, Baram, Granny Jahiyat, Atosa. What would it be like if I could live alongside them? No cataclysm, no curse. I was curious, so I selfishly, even if that meant piecing together the version of myself that could have been. I know it sounds stupid. After all, my life and any chance at living was stripped away from me when I was 8 years old. My consciousness, even the form you see before you, was nothing but an invention based on my father's appearance. I know. But there's nothing I can do to make... If I could exist in the real world, I would return without a second thought and surprise them with the suddenness of it all. I know. Captain Dainsleif. Twilight's sword, you mean? No need to meet up with him. Exactly. As someone who could only exist in people's memories, the fact that I'm able to talk to you in my consciousness, the Loom of Fate has already been completed. No need to worry about Captain Dainsleif. He's absolutely fine. The only reason he lost the eye was because I happened to guess exactly what he was planning. Captain Dainsleif has had the eye inside his body this whole time. His plan was to lure the Abyss Order to a false location, capitalizing on their pursuit of the eye. He would then hand the eye to you and tell you to take it away from that. That way, Captain Dainsleif could accomplish his own goal and ensure the safety of the eye all at once. That's right, because in his mind, he had given it to you already. Before you two entered that false location.
Traveler, wait. We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
That was when I implanted the memory of him handing you the eye. Given the tense situation at that time, Captain Dainsleif failed to notice anything out of the ordinary. I'm sorry, Traveler, but I needed the Loom of Fate to be completed. And to do that, I promise I'm not trying to conceal anything from you, but I truly have no idea. Tevat's ley line system is deeply entrenched in the planet, creating new ley in the face of everything they could be planning. I fear I'm too. In any case, I had my own use. You remember my father, don't you? Clotar Alberic. I believe you saw him and your siblings after he used the power of the Abyss to restore consciousness to my hilichurl form. I suffered. To comfort me, my father told me a story. That this was a fairy tale world. That story managed to dispel my fears. My goal was simple. To use the Loom of Fate in its near-completed form. To implant a specific memory into the minds of the hilichurls. In that memory, I would tell them a story. I can't change the world. Not when I lost the very right to exist within it. All that's left of my existence is a wisp of residual consciousness tied to the Loom of Fate. But now...
Looks like I was too late to see Kari Bear one last time. Kari Bear's consciousness is gone. And this space will soon disappear along with it. Neither of us belongs here. That's why we're not tangible. Were that not the case, I'd love to hug you too. Well, how about a The chance to just stop and talk like this is certainly not easy to come by. Wouldn't you agree? That battle earlier was tough. The one against Dane, I mean. I didn't expect that after everything, he would still hesitate to raise his sword against me. Were it not for that, perhaps I'd still be no match for the Loom of Fate, huh? Before the heavenly principles awaken. Yes. For 500 years now, ever since the cataclysm in Conria. Not long ago, you witnessed the Hydro Archon destroy her divine throne. Such a flagrant disregard for the rules, and still Celestia took no action. I suppose that's proof enough of the heavenly... However, the heavenly principles will awaken. You could say that. Just look at Kari Bear. He was so pure and single-minded. The space we now find ourselves is even as a hilichurl, seeing the terrible sight within the mirror wasn't enough to taint his spirit. He brought comfort to the people of this world, even though he was denied the very... So ask yourself this. Who was it that deprived... Of course, that's only one example. My feelings about the heaven... Ether?
You're the only one in this world who calls me that. There's so much I wanted to ask you, but for some reason, I'm not interested in asking. There's just one thing I have to ask. One thing I could never... Why? Why can't we continue our journey together?
At the end of my journey, I arrived at a place known as the Sea of Flowers at the end. Do you remember? A long time ago, when we traveled between worlds, you told me you wanted to find a place in the universe where to have a place like that suddenly appear before me. Well, would you think of that as a...
You mean...
I miss you too, Ether. But as this war continues to rage, and as I continue to seek that, I don't even know how to face myself sometimes, let alone my own.
What's going on?
This space has lost its tether. I doubt it'll be able to exist much longer. In fact, aside from our inability to physically interact with each other, there's something else you should know about this space. Everything in space will be wiped from existence, including all memory of our reunion.
You're only telling me this now?
Still so sleepy. Oh, Paimon woke up a little earlier than you, so Paimon will fill you in. The villagers said that they saw us sleeping. Oh, and Dane came by just now. He didn't say anything, though. Just made sure that you were all right and left. Kinda seemed like he had a lot on his mind, but let's think for a second. We were in that memory, and we saw that he was the missing villager that we've been trying to find, right? And after that, Paimon doesn't remember what happened. Wait, really? What a score! Well, what happened after that?
Ah, there you are.
Hey, Ram, you sure seem happy. Did something good happen?
Something good? Huh. Wasn't it? It's just that, well, the village organized another search party yesterday. So there we were, searching away, when suddenly, according to him, one day around dusk, he was passing by this one tree. There he was, sleeping under that tree all by himself. His parents came a little later to wake him up, and they all left. And after that, well, we all started to feel like that really is what happened. Kind of strange that we forgot all of it. Oh, and we also remembered his name, Curry Bear. Now, that's not a name you hear every day. Would have been helpful if we remembered it sooner. Well, I hope he's happy wherever he is. And
Seems like everyone thinks Curry Bear left the village. That's probably for the best. At least they have some sort of explanation now. Paimon wonders how Atosa's doing. Maybe we should go check on her. If she hasn't remembered, like, Paimon didn't see her in the village just now, so...
Oh, it's you two. I was part of the search party, so honestly, I just can't believe I forgot something so important. It's funny, but I guess it doesn't really matter anyway. Life is made up of us. I'm just happy I got to meet him. okay, I'll admit. I'm just putting on a brave face. I was dumped, wasn't I? Otherwise, why would he just leave like that without saying goodbye? You don't need to comfort. It's just like Kari Bear said. It's the things we are. And you know, if he has a heart, maybe he'll come anyway. Thanks for all your hard work, you two.
Well, that should be it, right? Everyone's like, oh, right. Weren't you about to tell Paimon what happened? A picture? Where'd that come from? Let